to FM23. It's me, Matty G, and we're here with Cheshunt. As always, it's towards the later part of the season. Now, we have 4 points off the top, 3 games to go, so there's still an outside chance. Benjamin has cracked on with goals, 30 for the season now, which is absolutely fantastic. Best pass completion, Callum Casey. He's been solid even with his stats falling dramatically over this year. We've had a pretty good run this year. Not what we was expecting. We were expecting sort of this position here, 8th to 10th, possibly mid-table. Even though the board wanted us to fight for promotion, playoff position. But it hasn't been smooth sailing since you were last with us. I think we did have a couple of more losses in amongst the last few games up here. Some more draws, which, I mean, this run, January, February was a disaster. It really was. The latter half of January and, well, actually, not really January, it's all February. The month of February, wipe it out of the history. We crashed out in the FA Trophy. We lost games, we drew games. When you think you're about to pick up, another smash and grab against you. 2 more draws amongst them. A 3-3 draw against Wrexham where we had to come back from 3-0 down. Those results really did affect us. I mean, if you just take the 1-0 loss to Floyd, that should have been a win. That really should have been a win. You turn that around and we're a point behind. A couple of these games, one against Barnet, one against Chorley. Again, 1 goal and it was a point, we'd be 2 points ahead. So, yeah, it's been tight. There's 3 games left. What we're going to do is we're going to start to play them now. And if there's a chance of becoming champion still, we will carry on playing those 3 games. If there's not a chance of becoming champion, we'll try and skip those and head straight for playoffs. So yeah, just so you're aware, if it jumps a little bit, that's what will happen. On the transfer front, Jack Turner finally did leave on loan for Boston United, as well as Michael Rosiak. He went out to Podberetskis, that's how you pronounce it. Nothing really major coming in the fee side for that, but a couple of loans out. And then final loan, pretty much dirt cheap. We're paying the wages. Russell Denny has gone out on loan. We have made some adjustments ourselves. The keeper from York obviously did come in for 175k. Didn't really turn our fortunes around. We've ended up with 2 mini goalkeepers now. So currently in goal we've got Billy Crellin. We signed him from Everton, 12.5k. He's actually brilliant. He's been brilliant since he's been in between the sticks. We've also just signed from Harrogate Vitalas Joros. Probably one of the best keepers we have. His potential ability is awesome. He's got a nice little graphic there. The problem is he hasn't been used. We have not played him at all. With Cretin playing, it's a bit hard to play one over the other when one's performing. We've also finally got our guy from Dam. He's obviously dropped a little bit since then. He's now come in, the young 18-year-old goalkeeper. He'll probably be going out on loan at the end of the year. If we can get arranging a loan spell for him somewhere, because again his potential is fantastic. Championship quality player apparently. So yeah, another one. So we've got plenty of keepers. We are going to be having to get rid of a few. And if we jump into the future market, we have already secured some. So Asante, he's going again. Quite a bit of money going out for him, which is fantastic. It's his form from last season, I'm assuming. Anderson has also gone. Massive fee for him. He'll be going. We did try to hold on to him. Weren't going to happen. Van der Verhavel, he's gone. Someone paid his release clause. And Ben Wittenbottom. Now, when Dundee came in for both my goalkeepers, I did have a little look. And if we do have a little look at Dundee, they currently have 2 goalkeepers. Now, when they signed them, Petrovic was out and they had Blackman only. The issue there we go, the scouting's not on here anymore. I did scout these because I was interested. But either way, Blackman was 2.5 stars and Petrovic was 3. So it's not like they've got great goalkeepers. So I can understand why they needed a goalkeeper. Why they wanted 2, I couldn't work out. And when I found out that their main number 1 was injured at the time, kind of made sense. Saying that, they seem to rotate their goalkeepers quite often. So, yeah, I'm guessing they're going to slot straight in the team, especially Vanarama. He's 3.5. His valuation's gone up quite a bit. On the insides, we've got a load of free players from releases contracts. 3 from Arsenal, 1 from Man City and 1 from Everton respectively. We'll pick one at random. Andy Davis. You can't see his scouting, but you can see his attributes. That's still there. They're all around a 2-star attribute, but with 5-star possibility, and 3 of them with Premier League possibilities. So, attribute-wise, they're definitely worth having for a free. They're on small amount of contract, but they're signed for 3 years, so that gives us 3 years to start developing them or sell them on. A couple of them do have release clauses in their contracts. Sometimes it's not easy to get them out. Sometimes it's better to have them in, depending on the player themselves. It's not worked out too badly for us in the past. As you can see with some of these, paying the release fees makes it a hell of a lot easier for us. Other times you can lose some of your star players when you really don't want them. That being said, we do have one person that has got an estimated worth of 1.4 million and yet he cannot get in the team. So, yeah, maybe trying to cash in on him very soon. He's not getting in the team because, well, he plays in an awkward position where we've got lots of players that seem to play very well there. And he's 25, so he's not exactly the youngest of the players that can play in that position. So it may be the case of I could try to move him on closer to that 1 million mark. I think once the season comes to a close, I will evaluate and I'll try and move some players on because I will need them. We are now in the red. We are dipping in the red. We're in the red everywhere that you can see. Our wage budget is getting cut periodically. We've got transfer funds, and I'm not going to be spending them. So, I mean, the board could take that, but there's no option for them to. There's no option for me to go. Here you go, have the money. So yeah, I think we're going to try and be a bit more budget tight next year. Definitely sell some people if we can during the window. I'd imagine this 60% transfer revenue that's being made available is going to disappear very soon, which is fine. We don't need it. We've got 2 million in the transfer bank. I mean, we don't spend overly. We normally get people in on free and cash in on them. That's been the philosophy. We've had some offers in. I'm not sure if I can find them on here. Well, I can't find them anyway, so not to worry. But we have had numerous offers in. One from Peterborough. We went through the negotiation phase of a contract. I wanted to at least finish the year off with Cheshunt, which they were happy to do. And then they offered me £1,000 a week. They're a championship side that possibly will be relegated. But £1,000 a week, I'm on 500 at Cheshunt. Why would I want to just double my wage to jump up 3 levels? So, I didn't go. So that's about the 3rd, 4th team this season alone that's tried to poach me. And I'm trying to be as loyal as I can to Cheshunt. Let's at least see if we can do something at the end of this one. Right, here we go. It's Woking against Cheshunt. We're away. I would normally be worried about this fixture, but They've had a couple of losses and we're on a win run. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. The team's not changed since the last one. I actually got one player to tell you about, which we'll do after this. But yeah, we're in with a shout. We're in with a shout. That's for certain. We've definitely made playoff places. It's now time to push on and just carry on winning. We want to be keeping an eye on the result fixtures here. I'm looking for Chesterfield. I can't see Chesterfield. There they are, right above us, 0-0, which is good. But we want them to lose. We need them to lose. They need to lose. We need to win. Pretty much bog standard. And here we go. We're into our first highlight. I'm not really paying attention. Ince is pushing forward with Moss on the right hand side. Get your foot on or head on that ball. Get it away. Scott Dolby gets it in. Oh my days! It's a bad start. It's a very bad start. This is not what we want nor what we intended. Oh dear. We don't want to watch a replay of that. What we want to do is get shouty and demand more. Turn that up to attacking. We need to push forward. They've already had an injury, and I have no idea when that happened. 4th minute. I did not see that. Probably too busy waffling. A loss at the moment is not on the cards at all. We need to push forward. We need to push forward now. I'm going to go back into my little bag of tricks. I'm going to fire them up. Let's see if that works. Come on, boys. Give us a highlight. Here we go. Helm on the far right hand side. Sorry. Knocking it over the top towards Benjamin. No, Ferdinand. My bad. Benjamin now gets the ball. Runs forward. The Welshman takes a shot from distance. It's a good solid save. Goes out for a corner. Corner's about to be swung outwards by McDonald. On your head. No, it's cleared by Ince. Rossi's there to pick it up. Into Ellofrey. Goes back to Golden. Knocks it over towards the top, and they obviously didn't do anything with it because that's the end of the highlight. That's really frustrating. They could at least had a shot wide on goal, or the keeper grabbed it or something. And there we have it. It's approaching half time. We've not played well at all, but we do have one last chance as a throw-in comes in and the cross comes in. Benjamin's there. He doesn't do anything with it. Very disappointing. That's going to be all she wrote for the first half. Well, I've screamed and I've shouted and nothing really made a dent on them. So we're back into the second half. Nothing's really happening. It's a shame, but I think I'm going to have to change something at this rate. We've got players getting tired. McDonald is getting tired. Duzdek can come in there. He looks fired up. Appears to everyone looks unhappy. I think, are we going to stick with the one substitution early on? And then hopefully that will make some changes. Freshen something up. It doesn't look like it though. We could be throwing our chances away here. Kite to clear. The big man did not get his head on it. Benjamin there. Turns him. Runs at the defence. Finds Ferdinand on the overlap. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can. It's an awful shot, but it has caused a save. I don't think he needed a save. That looked like it was going over. We're not going to get to see the corner, so obviously they're not classing that as a highlight today. There's not a lot I'm going to be able to do, but there is a lot of knackered, tired people out there. We are going to jump in. We'll have a look on the old tactics screens. I think what we'll do is we're going to bring him backwards. Drop him up front. Change his position to advance forward on attack. Turn the tactics in. And then Benjamin will have to come off. Duzdek. Swap for... I'm going to go with Casey. His passing's better than Brown's. And then my last manoeuvre, bring Brown on for Sunjay, just to beef up the defence. That's all she wrote. And then as soon as I can get a chance, I'm going to go serious attacking mode. Eco Scott, Rossi in the centre, into Kite, back over to Eco Scott, back to Rossi. Little 1-2 passing. Long ball over the top. Harlem's going to get there. That's a penalty. That's a penalty, ref. Yes. We got the penalty. Who's over it? I can't really tell from there. Kite. Oh, my word. It's in. Oh, Harry Kite. I love you today. We're still going to go shouty. We're still going to demand more. Let's skip the replay. We've got 20 minutes to play. We need the win. We're going to go all out attacking. We're going to change things up. And I'm going to go absolutely crazy if this works. I've done it once or twice. And they've scored before anything's happened. Which absolutely sucks. Leave Rossi at the back. Confirm that. It literally pulled level, and they go and do that within literally a minute. Must have been off from kickoff. Right, we're going to change the instructions. We need passing to be much more direct. We need the tempo extremely up there. Yes, run at defence. Thank you very much. Shoot on sight. Play into space. Not worried about the width, to be honest. Transition. Counter press, counter, distribute tick quickly. Distribute to the forward. Long kicks, yes please. One more I didn't change. Out of possession. Everyone needs to be up. Everyone get stuck in, step up, trap on the outside actually, and then stop crosses. I think that's what we're going to go with. We've got 8 minutes to try and do something. It probably ain't going to it's probably not going to work. It's probably going to really go against us here, but we got to try something as Moss brings forward. We've got one solitary defender. Ball gets played over the top. I knew this was going to happen. Good save from the keeper. It's going to be a corner. Waiting on the corner. Emmett to be an in-swinger. We've got a big lad in the centre of mid defence. Brown's got his head to it at the front post. Ryder's picked it up, swings it back in, and it goes out towards Carter. I believe he was offside. They were all offside there. And they've got, another free kick in the centre. It's like a repeat constantly. They definitely are time wasting, the amount of time they're taking. Carter's going to get there, no problem. Going to swing that towards the back post. And it goes into the centre. Good defence, solid, knocked it out. He's working his... And again, it's this carbon copy of the centre here. I'm going to do a shouty. I'm going to berate the team. See if that gets a reaction from them. Goalkeeper's come out. Dinked it forward to Eco Scott. Rossi knocks it towards the top. Dusdek cannot get there. We're not winning any of the headers, and we've now been opened up like a can of worms. Rossi, you are brilliant. What a last-minute save. Shame you couldn't have done that 10 minutes ago. Get on the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Don't let it. Come on, we've only got 4 minutes. Why can't we have one chance? I probably shouldn't have changed it. Shouldn't have done it so aggressively on the attack, but desperate to get something out of the game, and I don't think it's going to come. I never thought it was going to come. We have played very poor in this one. Everyone's absolutely shattered apart from half the defence. Another goal kick. We're not winning any headers here. They're just not even jumping for them. Emmett's going to break through on that side, swing the ball in, goes far post. Ross is there to clean up again. Ferdinand, now we're on the breakaway. Can he use his pace? He's knackered, he hasn't got the pace. The ball was pointless, wasted effort. Go home, son. Time's up, it's all over. Well, we've got 3 minutes to play, but it's over. And here they break away with Moss on the far right, who seems to have all the pace in the world at the moment. Knocks the long ball over. In off the post. It's cruel. It's a cruel way to end it. It was inevitable. No matter what we tried, we weren't getting any highlights, even with every single person known to man on the attack. I'm going to bring mostly everybody back. Play a bit more of a shaped. It doesn't really matter now. It's too late. Eco Scott with a volley on the far left. Nowhere near goal. It's too little too late. I'm not even going to bother shouting. It's over. Poor display. I mean, the penalty, we picked up with that penalty, and then just literally seconds later they can... Yeah. It's a capitulation, really. It really is. I'm not going to throw a water bottle yet, but I am very angry. 2 games left to play. 2 games left to play, 6 points. Mathematically, we can still win it. We need to win both our last games, and Chesterfield need to lose both. Chances of that happening? Ain't going to happen. Chances of us being knocked out? Ain't going to happen. We definitely made the playoffs at least. With that said, I might as well finish this one off. So we'll see you on the next one. So here we go. I said I'd let you know about him. Zeno Ibsen Rossi. Brilliant looking defender. Solid. He's actually in on loan. Yeah, we've loaned him from his parent club. You can see his loan agreement. Does it say his parent club here? Olympique Marseille 2. So their reserve squad, if you like. He played 40 times for them, 42 times for him last season with 1 goal, and didn't play too much this season. So we loaned him literally, a month ago, and he's played 11 times for us since then. He's been solid. As you can see, he's an absolute solid player. I would like to convert that into a permanent move. However, he's very stubborn and doesn't want to. Well, there's one turn up for the books. For some reason, my scouts have scouted this gentleman. He's good for the Sky Bet Championship, and he's also very close to his full potential. 24-year-old winger. No interest in at all, loan or otherwise. He's well above our wage limit, and his value is 4.3 million, and he's on the transfer market at 4.3 million. Why have you suggested that guy to me? I gotta wonder. Don't get me wrong, Gabriel Peck looks a solid little player, but well out of our price range. That is very much an unusual one. But there you go. Scouts do weird things. So there we go. Chesterfield, their first attempt at winning the title will be today against Dagenham and Redbridge. Here we go. Cheshunt York. We need to overturn the result we just had, and we've had a couple of changes really. Casey's come back in on the right. We've swapped goalkeeper for a debutant, and we've gone back to the one up front. So Duzdek's come in as an attacking midfielder. We've all made the playoff places, I believe, already. We're safe on that front, but we do need to win no matter what, and hopefully Chesterfield lose to Dagenham and Redbridge. At least that's the overall plan. I'm going to start with a positive, and I am going to shout demand more straight away. Literally within the first 10 minutes, because we need this. Long ball over the top, and Eco Scott's able to get his foot in. McDonald takes it away, knocks it forward to Ferdinand, holds it up on that side, knocks the ball over the top. There's Benjamin, and what outstretched hand stopped it from going in. Corner. Are we going to get the corner highlight? Yes, we are. It's going to be an outswinger from McDonald. He should be aiming towards the centre point. Doesn't get past the first man. Knocked out to Ferdinand. Brings it back into McDonald. Takes a touch. Knocks it in. No one there. Out for a throw. Good little spell of pressure. Demand more, I think, is the big question. We want more from that. The shots wasn't exactly great. I think what we will do is we're going to select Benjamin, give him a touchline shouty of demand more personal touch than the whole squad. Hopefully he'll get that message and push on. At least that's the plan. Reaching the 35-minute mark, if we haven't done anything the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes, we will demand a bit more. Again, we want one more highlight. Preferably not for them, as Thomas swings the ball in, goes over the top. Alafri, nice little back to Jaros. Is that how you say his name then? Jaros. Jaros out. Alafri, Casey on the right, pushes it forward towards Gibson. Joe Gibson back in from a game out. Unable to do anything with Ferdinand when he hits the ball. He heads it to no man's land. To no one. Oh, it was a long shot! I don't like long shots. Not like that. You can never tell if they're going in or not until they're past the goal. Last few minutes of the half. Are we going to get anything else? I was kind of hoping for a highlight for ourselves. Doesn't look like we're going to get one. That's all she wrote for the first half. 0-0. We are the better side though, which is a positive. I'm still going to say I'm not happy with the performance. Everyone looks fired up and motivated, which is great. And we'll start straight away with a highlight, which is fantastic. Casey on the ball. McDonald holding the ball up. Back to Alafri. Back to Casey. Gibson looks up. Finds Casey on the overlap. Cuts infield to Duzdek. One little touch pass to Gibson. Ball gets deflected. It comes off the post. Back into play. Green to clear. Only, I was going to say only as far as Ali, right? But it's not. Rossi clears it at the back. And Jarmin's having a really rough day out there at the minute. Well, I tell you what I am going to do is we're going to change things up. I'm going to up the tempo for starters and distribute to the... Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to distribute it to the forward. See if that makes a difference. See if we can start picking up a bit there. Ferdinand's starting to drop as well in his fitness. We're not quite at the 70th mark yet. I think we are going to take a change though. Hamill's going to come in. I'm going to leave it for, he's going to have 10 more minutes, and then I'm bringing in Jaden Williams, who's back from injury. He's 100% fit but not match ready, so didn't really want to start him or even bring him on if I could help it, but he's coming on. You can see an Omari Benjamin drop that quickly. His countryman's coming in, overtaking him there. We're also going to take Eco Scott off for Brown to shore up the defensive line, and we're going to go from positive to attacking. Shouty, demand a little more. Let's just check on Chesterfield's 2-0 up, so they've won the title. We're not winning this one. It's playoff bound for ourselves. I think the last game we're going to have a bit of a rotational squad and rest some of the players up. Ball goes through to Malcolm, tries to cross it into the centre. Kite to get it away, back to Jaros. It's a long shot ball over the top. Jaden Williams is there, knocks it down to Duzdek. Duzdek running through, get a shot off on goal. He does. It's a corner. Are we going to get the corner highlight? That's the question. McDonald, again outswinger, should be aiming for that penalty spot area. Can he get past the first man? For some reason he seems to be time wasting that. He does not. He does it again from near post. Poor. Brown back to McDonald. Looks it to Alafri. Ball's not getting in and easily cleared there. These guys are not listening to the training pitch, I'll tell you that much. Now they've got a corner in the dying minutes. Off the post. Oh dear, oh dear. Jaros for the goal kick. It's a weird way of taking a goal kick. Now we're wasting time. I've not said it for time wasting. Kick, damn ball. Doesn't go very far. Rossi, Alafri, Kite. Loses out in the middle to Ming. Loses out to Helm. The ref blows. I'm not 100% certain what for. No card's been given. As she was. Rossi in the centre. It's already been played 4 minutes. Surely the ref's just going to blow his whistle and this is a pointless highlight, right? Rossi is milking this and I have no idea why. But there she is, 0-0. One game left, we might as well play it. And then we've got the playoffs. And here we go, against Oldham, last game of the calendar season. We've still got playoffs to go after this, but last game of the season in the sense of league standings. Now full 11 change except for the goalkeeper, so 10 change then. Jarrah stays in goal for his second game of the season with us. We are currently in third, we could drop even lower. But I thought we might as well rest players because we do have playoff games to play, so why not rest them in this one? Tactics stay the same, although as you can see a few of the players are already struggling for fitness. And we're on the front foot already by the looks of it. Smith with a free kick, swings it round, keeper, good save, tips it over. It's got on out for a nice corner. It's a good save, very good save. The crowd are very hostile here. Quite a few people have turned up. You can see wheelchair access on the upper balcony. It's quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen wheelchair access on the upper balcony before, but I'm hoping they've got a lift inside that stands because that's just cruel. Sterling with a throw-in in their half, unable to get very far. Harlot with a ball over the top. Someone got their head on it. It's too quick for my eyes. And here we go again. Sterling again on that far side with a throw-in into Roberts. Pulls it back. Brown's there. Pushes forward slightly off the inside. Chips it towards Williams, who was in an offside position anyway. Ball goes over the top. There's no defenders in sight. Pretty much easy. 1-1 round the keeper. Is he offside? Apparently that's not offside. How was he that far ahead of all the defenders? Oh, apparently he was. And it looks like they're pressuring us again for a second quick one. Doesn't look good. I am going to give a beratement. Simone's going to try and get it out. Roberts, no idea what he was planning on doing with that. Knowles is able to break away. And we're just given a penalty. And for some reason, our screen is flickering. We could be 2-0 down within 15 minutes. Good save, Jarros. Solid save, Jarros. You, my friend, I cannot say anything, but I would offer you a praise at the moment if I could. I'll do that substitution because obviously someone's playing pretty poorly. Shouty. Can't do any shouties. Can I give... No, I can't even praise the goalkeeper at this rate. This team that I've put out... We've played with this team before with comfortable victories, but today, awful. Awful is not even a nice way of putting it. I've only got 2 more changes to make, and they are going to be made at half time. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to take Harlock off and Sterling off because they're really taking a beating on their fitness. And they've got one more highlight to finish the one off with Shelton into Kenyon. Nips the ball over the top defence. Too easy for them, too easy. We're falling apart. We were title contenders less than a week ago. And they're all she wrote for the first half. They've dominated. There's no way about it. They've dominated. We've made all the changes we can make. It's just a case of seeing out this half now. Try not to concede too many. Everyone's knackered. I can't believe how tired this lot are. They've barely played in the last couple of games. They should have been raring to go in this one. I do feel for Jaden Williams. He's not had any service at the top. And it's just going to add to his woeful season. I think he's got 10 goals this season compared to last. 70-minute mark. Nothing's happened. No highlights. Rather a dull game. Nothing to write home about. Long ball over the top. Williams tries to get there. He's not going to get there. It's not going to happen. There's no urgency from the rest of the team. Brown doesn't even try to get on the end of that. Honestly thought Brown could have started in the playoffs, but the way he's playing, I don't think I want him anywhere near the team. I mean, I've actually got players about to dip below 6.1. Jaden Williams on 6.1. Drozel's on 6.2, who's been complaining about game time as well. Lewis Brown has got a 7, but I can't honestly justify starting him when he just didn't even attempt to clear that last ball. Poor old Jaden Williams. And there we go, a humbling defeat at the end of the season. And not exactly a nice one to end on, but unfortunately it is. But we'll see you in the next one for the playoffs. Till next time, peace out.